Hello everybody and welcome back to the Retro Union Collectors channel, and today we are doing a transformation guide on this little Buzzworthy Bumblebee Worlds Collide Bumblebee. So to jump straight into this, a lot of people don't like this, but you just take his backpack off and fold that up. It is parts forming. It doesn't bother me at all personally, but that's just how it is. So you take that off, you just fold up that little peg, and then what I like to do here is I bend his elbows like this and spin them around, just like so. And then you can open this front piece off, and that'll unhook these. You can just kind of get those down out of the way, fold this up, and clip that back down. Now you can spin this whole section around here. This is just this whole piece up here, and then you can fold right there. Now you can pull these panels out down here, kind of get his legs worked up here while kind of pushing these up. You don't want to push them up all the way quite yet because you want to do this back section first. Now on the back of his shoulders here, he has some little pegs, and there are slots right here that those pegs will go into. Just like that, they'll kind of click into place. There you go. Now you can finish with the legs. You can push these all the way down and get this all lined up here. It's kind of a pain to get it all lined up. I find that sometimes you have to pop the wheels out just a little bit to get it to really line up. And all at the same time here. So there's this peg right here that'll go into that black slot on his thigh right there. All at the same time here, you want to peg these together, peg this into that slot, fit that in, and fit this slot up under, or the little peg up under this back section. It sounds like a lot. It sounds a lot more complicated than it really is. You really just kind of push it together and then just fit this back in. It's pretty simple, not too difficult. And then you can just fold the wheels out. And at this point, you want to make sure that his hands are together and facing just like that, because these posts here will go into his hands there. And then you just kind of fit this all down. And that's it for that's it for his transformation. It's pretty simple, but it's effective. I mean, it doesn't bother me, but I kind of do wish that they could have engineered this part to not have to parts form. I don't really care, but I know that bothers a lot of people. But to go ahead and get him back in his robot mode here, though, you can do the opposite. Just kind of untab this whole section and pull his fists away from it like that. Then you can just use like friction to pull this up. You kind of want it at like an angle like that, just for now. It'll line itself up when you put it on. But now, you can keep his arms up like that. Now what I like to do here, this part's a little bit more complicated just because of how you gotta do it. I just kind of like push and slide out like this, and that kind of just opens this up, and then get a fingernail down under there and just pop that out like that. Sounds complicated, but it's really not. You just gotta do it the right way here. Sometimes it doesn't like to do it like that. There we go. That's all you need to do to unhook that. Then you can take up here this front section and just split it apart. It'll kind of untab everything as you do that. Fold the wheels down, and then you can kind of just get some clearance here and bring this whole section down like that. And this big post here will go in between the spokes on the rims, just like that. Pretty simple. So you just fold that down, fold that in. You might have to spin the wheel just a little bit to get it in there. At this point, you can unpeg the shoulders and just bring them out about that far. And you can bring this whole like hip or like crotch section, I guess, down like that and spin it around. At this point, what I like to do is open this up, fold this down, and then bring his arms up and clip that up. So that will kind of make the little lock there for the arms. If you kind of see that section there, just kind of holds the arms in. Fold his arms down. I guess spin his arms down. And then straighten them up. And then you just take that backpack section. That big post will go into that hole right there. Just like that. And then it'll just line itself back up. And that's it. You have him back in his robot mode. If that guide helped you out at all, or if you enjoyed it, go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And have a good night.